You are live. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. It has been quite a week, and I am happy to be here with you. This is the second last slow read for Wildseed. As you know, on Sunday, we are going to be hosting the live show. Thank you, baby. The live show for Wildseed. Thank you. And we're going to have a special guest. The special guest is B. Steadwell. And for those of you who don't know B, B is many things, and a songwriter, a vocalist, a filmmaker, a creator of beautiful frolicking in the park moments. They're just really amazing, and somebody who I enjoy watching, especially over the years, watching their artistry develop. B is going to be performing an original work, a piece that was inspired by Wildseed, which they finished reading this week. And I can't wait. You're not seeing this, but Tomi is preparing a plate for me because she's amazing. And she just cut a piece of avocado that landed straight on the floor. It was perfect. So B is going to be with us on Sunday, along with a bunch of other people. The numbers are great. If you haven't registered yet, please do. It promises to be a wonderful experience. So that is my my announcement. Okay. I also want to let you know that I am not going to be joining tomorrow for the read, but there will be a read tomorrow, the last one. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be with you, but you will have as your host Sherry from Obsidian Texts and Tangents. You are also going to have Lee, Introverted Black Girl will be with you, and you might also have Caleb. But we'll I shouldn't speak on behalf of them until I get an actual confirmation. But yes, hi everybody. Tomorrow's going to be the last read, so please do join for the last day. So where are we right now? Let me just grab my book because I legit just got home. So we are. What page are you on? Where are you? And how are you feeling about book 3? How are you? Hi. Is this your first time joining us, Lisa? I feel like I haven't seen your name before. Happy that you'll be there. Thank you so much for being a guest. Hey, Sarah and Jake, everybody. Siri, I do not need you. Close you. Okay. So what page are you on, or where are you in your reading, and how's it going? Well, welcome to being here for the first time on this stream. That's awesome. I am right at the beginning of book 3. My show and tell skills are a bit off there. Excuse me. Okay, so the last 4 sentences of chapter 10, awesome, 71%. Don't know if that means, have you started, Sarah, book 3 yet or not? And then you'll be starting book 3 with us. Okay, great. You finished this afternoon. Okay, listen. It's not a secret if you broadcast it on a live show. That doesn't work that way. But I'm very happy for you. 81%, chapter 14. That's great. Thanks. What book are you reading? Who are you? It's the Wildseed. That's what we're here to do. Just about to start book 3. Awesome. And LOL. I know, right? Okay. So anyway, it's the end of the week, so I'm a bit salty. I do not apologize. All right. So in terms of our first sprint, yes. How long would you like to read for? I'm thinking, why don't we just start strong and just do like a 30-minute sprint? So are we good with that? 30 minutes of sprintation, and see how far we get. Does that sound decent? I don't really have that much to finish the book, and I don't want to finish the book tonight like some people. I want to have like just a little bit before, to sort of keep it going. I'm not seeing any. Okay, 30 minutes. We're getting some. Yes, 30 minutes is great. I might just call that consensus. Okay, good. Thank you for allowing me to actually get a vote. Okay, so 30 minutes is going to be our first sprint. All right, everybody. So here's a question that I have been thinking about, and I'm wondering if we could kind of read. Yeah, 30 minutes of reading. Clearly, you couldn't. It's fine. Christmas Eve at. Okay. So just for people to know, this is the Octavia E. Butler slow read. We are all here. We are reading Wildseed by Octavia E. Butler. So you're welcome to stay and like read whatever you want just to have the benefit of like the slow read. But we're going to be discussing Octavia E. Butler in the chat and also on the live show. So please do not chat about other books because we're here for the OEB slow read. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's do 30 minutes. Okay. I am going to start the timer in a moment. My video is going to be off for a little bit because I have to eat and I want to save you having to watch that. So there's the timer. We're going to, that's okay, Jacob. You don't have to read the book with us. I'm just saying that in terms of this, like the chat, we're going to use the chat to discuss Wildseed because this is a dedicated night of sprints. Yeah, we are all reading Wildseed. Okay, so let me share the screen. Chrome tab, 30-minute window. Oops, we do not need an ad. Okay, so we're going to start now, and I wish you happy reading. Hi, everyone. That was 30 minutes. I hope that you had a really good reading half an hour. So, hello to the 15 of you here. If you haven't yet said hi for the evening, please do. Would love to see your virtual faces and your messages. So, I think what I'd like to do for this one is ask a question that I have been thinking about. And that question is about Doro's essence and Anyanwu's essence. And what is if you pare them down as characters to their most essential essences, what would they be? Um, and, now that we're sort of nearing the end of the story, hi, Erica. Um, why do you think we need to see Doro and Anyanwu in relation? What's important about that for us? So those are the questions that I'm asking right now as I get to the end of the story. And I'm wondering, for you reading, what are the questions that you have, knowing that this is the first book in the Patternist series? What are the questions that are coming up for you that you find yourself reflecting on as you're reading? So I don't really need you to answer the question, and I'm not really asking you. To be honest, I was asking you, but then now I'm just kind of like, I don't need my question answered, but I am very curious about what questions you are asking of the book, of yourself, of the characters, of Octavia Butler, as you near the final lap of the story. So, anyone want to share? Okay, so so when I asked the question about the essences of Anyanwu and Doro, Sarah, maybe giver and taker. So Anyanwu, I'm assuming, would be the giver, and Doro the taker. Cool. Sarah, do you see them as opposites? Do you see Anyanwu and Doro as polar opposites? Doro as ego and Anyanwu as community? Yeah. Yeah, certainly in terms of the motivation. And Regina Renee, in terms of Doro as ego, I think Doro is presented to us as somebody who is certainly building. He's building these seed villages, but for what is his ultimate purpose? Interesting. Anyanwu, you would define as a healer. You're not sure about Doro yet. I think that's totally fair. Regina Renee, I'm thinking a lot about what makes community thrive. What do we learn about ourselves through being in community? What do I learn in community that I can't learn by myself? Yeah. I really like these questions. I really like this question regarding their essence. I'd say right now, at their essence, I'm understanding them as a colonizer and a tribe builder. Okay. Both create these communities around them, but the way that is done and the purposes are different. Yeah. And I just got to a part in chapter 11 where Anyanwu says, to Doro, I'm a healer, right? And this notion of Anyanwu being a healer is a common refrain. And it has me thinking about what it means to actually be a healer. What are the what is that? And you know what? As I'm thinking about this, I'm also now thinking about Binti and Nnedi Okorafor's concept of being a harmonizer. So identity is not only about skills. So as a harmonizer, you're good at certain things, but it also is an orientation. Like you are destined to, driven by, you can't help yourself but to create harmony. And so when Anyanwu talks about being a healer, and when we see Anyanwu as a healer, like she has an impulse. She's to heal. She has to. It's what she does. It's what she is. She can't help herself. So is Doro similarly a colonizer? It's what he is. He can't help himself. He just colonizes. He just controls, dominates, replicates, and colonizes. Anyanwu is Mother Earth and Doro the evil inhumans. Yeah, there's definitely something about Anyanwu that's like fertility, care, watering, growth, nourishing, right? For sure. I'm wondering if Doro and Anyanwu are both the main characters in the other books. If so, I don't know how interested I will be in continuing. So what I'll say, Bernie, I don't recall, but one of the things that Tatiana said in the last live show was really astute, and I love Tati. Let me just love on her for a second. So I love Tatiana. She is one of the most detailed, brilliant readers that I've ever met. Her ability to remember story, her ability to understand characters' motivations, her ability to see patterns across different stories by a writer, and then to extrapolate those patterns and make them, like, render them recognizable is exquisite. She's one of the most brilliant readers, intuitive and intelligent readers I've ever met in my life. And one of the things that Tati said in the last live show was that Octavia Butler's sequels are generational. And so, just like with the parable of the sower and parable of the talents, in the parable of the talents, the story is told by the daughter of the main character in parable of the sower. So, I mean, in this situation, Anyanwu and Doro are like, one's immortal, the other lives forever. And so, or doesn't die easily. So I'm sure they're going to be making cameos in all of the other stories. But my expectation is that if this is anything like any of Octavia Butler's other works, we will be seeing the story from like the descendant of the descendant of Anyanwu, or something like that. And it might just take off into a totally different constellation. So I hope we stick with it. But yeah, obviously the synopses of the story, the following books will help figure out like what they're about. Doro is a murderer. Anyanwu is his follower. I don't know why I found that so funny, but that's fair. Bye, Jacob. Doro is you've revised your position slightly. Doro is a murderer and Anyanwu is his partially unwilling follower. Fair. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you saw it as well. Awesome. Thank you. I love talking about these things because it's only through talking about it that, you can sort of see patterns elsewhere. So thanks for that. Maybe Anyanwu is life while Doro is death. The essence of their powers are keeping a body alive forever in opposition to taking several bodies until they rot. Yeah, that's really interesting because, Anyanwu is very much about her children living and not having children she doesn't have to watch die, right? So like there is a lot there about life, and Doro is completely casual about human life, and is completely fine with ending it. And in fact, he sees death as like a tool, right? A means to his end. So yeah, I like that. Okay, so Mind of My Mind is about Doro's daughter, Mary. Cool. Regarding the impulse to heal and the can't help but to nature, I think a lot about that when it comes to the ways that Anyanwu heals the mind of others around her. One second. Okay. I think a lot about that when it comes to the ways that Anyanwu heals the mind of others around her. Yep, for sure. You know what? You raise a really good point that I want to write down, which is mental health and whether Anyanwu, not only engaging the physical body, but the mental body as well. And her usage of kindness, like especially with Thomas, like her usage of kindness as medicine. Yeah, that's all I had to say about that. And finally, I don't see her valuing that as much as the physical healing she does. I think that's fair. Like Thomas and the husband, she says fathers Stephen. Yeah, exactly. Well, this has been really rich. Why don't we do another sprint, friends? How much time would you like to sprint for? I really liked that exchange. That was really rich. That was really, really good. And right now, I'm thinking about, I'm just thinking about Sunday and the opportunity to hang out. I hope that all of you are going to be able to make it to the live show on Sunday. We have a lot of people who have registered. So, and the registration is still open. We keep it open because even though we're limited to 500 on Zoom, we also have YouTube for people who either don't want to communicate on Zoom or who don't get into the Zoom because we might have 500 people on Zoom. So yeah, I'm just really stoked about it, and it's going to be so fun. With Thomas, she healed him from the inside out, mind, then body. Yeah. Okay, so do we want another 30 minutes? Do we want another 20 minutes? What do we want? What do the people want? I am on page 232. I'm going to be saving some pages for tomorrow. So I think I'm going to save like a chapter. So I'm fine with going for another 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes. Got you. Sounds great. Everybody's like in it to win it tonight. Like, we don't want to half step. We don't want no 15-minute sprints. We want to actually get into stride in Jerry. So let's do it. Okay, 15 minutes. Let me get another timer because this one seems to be skylarking with all of these 30-minute like ads all the time. So let me do this. 30-minute timer. Hi, Gina. Nice to see you again. Ooh, here's an autumn edition. Let's do that. Okay, so share the screen. Doody 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 doo. All right. Of course. Oh, right. YouTube's putting ads on everything and then not giving monetized people their money. Forgot. Okay. So happy reading. Hello. So I am happy reading. You can take that away now. It is 90 minutes. That was our last sprint. And I am on page 244, just finishing off chapter, I think I'm going to just finish off chapter 12. And then that will leave chapter 13 and 14. And then the epilogue, which I will do before tomorrow. No, before Sunday. Before Sunday's show. So, let's do just a random word. Just word association. Don't tell me what page you're on. Don't tell me what you're reading or what the plot is. Just a word, and it can be anything. So it can be what you're feeling. It could be a color. It could be a character name. It could be a thought. Completely free association. Let's just see some words. Any word. Give me a word. Word me up. Don't overthink it. My word would be punch. Whew. Hate. Enough. Exasperated. All right. So thank you for those words. I'll put them up on the screen as we close out. But I am probably not going to be able to join tomorrow for the last slow read session before the live show on Sunday. As I mentioned earlier, joining you to host tomorrow's slow read is going to be the lovely Sherry of Obsidian Texts and Tangents. Sherry is somebody that I got to get to know earlier this year. She's a friend of mine. She's an exquisite mind. She's an excellent facilitator. Her reactions are funny as AF, and she is just somebody that I very deeply enjoy. Her intuition is on point. And I think that you will have a lot of fun with her, and it'll be great to finish the book. For those of you who do finish it tomorrow, to finish the book with her and in her company as well. There'll be Leah, who is from Introverted Black Girl, who's also on the chat tonight. And there might be some other people as well. So that's going to be the end. And I'll say, you know what? Why don't we make it a group affair? If you are interested in, I'll put my email address up here. So if you're interested in being a part of the last slow read tomorrow, I'll put my Onyx Pages booktube at gmail.com. I'll put my my email up here. So that's the email if you are interested in joining tomorrow as a guest for the last live show hosted by Sherry and Leah tomorrow, then just send me an email and then we can put everybody in touch just to get things going. And I hope that you have a one. It'll be fun to watch it after, and then to join you as well on Sunday. So feel free to just say, "Let me in. I want to be a guest for tomorrow." So that's how you do that. Just send an email, and we'll see how many people want to join. I think that StreamYard allows up to 6 or maybe 10. I don't know, but it could turn into an actual party. Although I won't be here to see it. Okay. So I would like to thank you all very, very much for participating in the first slow read. If you have feedback on how this went for you and what you would like to see, oh, cool, up to 10, Sherry, that's awesome. So up to 10 people can join tomorrow. So all of you, if you wanted to be a part of it, you could join Sherry and Leah tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to provide feedback on how it went, then please do. You're welcome. You're welcome. This has been great. If you want to provide feedback on how the slow read has gone for you this round, I've actually worked on the schedule for Mind of My Mind. We will be starting in January to read the second book together. So very much looking forward to that. You're welcome, Gina. Yeah, if you have thoughts on different things that you'd like to do, what I wanted to do in this one is like not only read together, but use different kind of exercises to engage with the text, not only talking about it by like free association or question asking or colors or things like that. So if that brought you pleasure, I'm glad that it did. And then if you have ideas of other ways that we could connect, that would be super cool. And we can try to integrate some of those ideas into the reading of Mind of My Mind. But this has been so awesome. And thanks for being a part of it, especially those of you who made a point of coming often and showing your faces regularly. I really, really appreciated that. And we built a bit of a community here. So that will continue tomorrow for the final wrap up. And thank you, Sherry, for hosting last minute. I appreciate that. And it'll be great. All right, everyone, have a fantastic rest of your Friday, and be well, stay well, happy reading, read with purpose, and I will see you on Sunday at the live show. Bye. Thanks. Yay. Okay, bye for real.